Where do you want to sit?
So right here. All right, we've got Addy Brown and Emily Ryan. We'll open it up for questions.
Addy, I'm just kind of curious. I noticed at the end of the game when you were dribbling the ball out, you had a huge smile on your face. What's kind of going through your mind as those final seconds are tearing down?
I mean, just the big thing was that we came back. I think we were down 19-20 in like the middle of the third quarter, and we found a way to win. And that was the biggest thing for me, was that this team has a lot of fight, and I think we showed that tonight, and we've showed it in previous games as well. But I just love this team. Like, we're gonna go out every night, and we're gonna play hard for each other. And I think that's what makes us really special.
Emily, you hit some big free throws there at the end of the game. What was it like, one, being in that position after everything you guys have been through in the first half, and two, what's kind of going through your mind in those moments?
Yeah, honestly, you're just thinking, put them in, do your job, and I think that's what got us the win tonight, is everyone just kept doing their job and just staying together throughout the whole thing, and we were able to come out with the win.
For both of you guys, have you been a part of a game in which you trailed 19 points against a good team and still won by double digits?
I can't recall.
Not that I can remember.
I
no.
don't think so.
And just, you talked about the fight in the team, but how does that exemplify that? Not only do you get back in it, like the Drake game was an example of that, but kind of ran out of gas. Tonight, you didn't run out of gas, and they scored like 2 points in the last 7 minutes or so.
Yeah, I think, again, just pushing through that second half, that's what we're good at, and we got to get better at doing all 40 minutes, but we're going to get there. And, we didn't hang our heads. We stayed together the whole time, and Coach Finn was preaching, we got to stay mentally tough, and I think we did that.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was we stayed connected, and then we had Hilton behind us, and that does more for us than I think people realize. You don't realize how loud and impactful that is until you're in it and you experience it, and I'm just it was one of the loudest I've heard it in my 4 years since being here, and I'm just glad the freshmen were able to experience it, and credit to Hilton for coming out once again and being loud, so it was super fun.
And Emily, Coach Finley told us earlier in the week that they're trying to slowly ratchet up your minutes, and I think this was a season high, almost 25 and a half. Just, how does it feel to, getting back into everything and being acclimated and finished with, 4 for 5, and the stat line you had, and obviously the result of the game?
Yeah, it's super fun being back out there playing with this team. We love playing with each other, and being out there with them is super fun, and I couldn't ask for a better group to be playing with, and we're just going to trust the process and slowly get back to it, and I'm just lucky that I'm coming back to a team that's this fun to be around.
What was the message that Bill gave you at halftime tonight?
Keep chugging along. I mean, one possession at a time is all it's going to take. We knew we were kind of beating ourselves in the first half. They were hitting big shots, of course. They were doing their part, but also we knew that if we eliminated a lot of our own mistakes, that we would be able to get back into it. So that was the thing, one possession at a time. That's all you can focus on, and just trust that in the end it'll work out.
And then was there a moment there in the second half where you thought, things were starting to change and the momentum was headed back your way?
I think once we hit our first 3, that was big time.
Took the lid off.
And the crowd let us know that was our first 3 of the night, so that was good. But, yeah, we appreciate the crowd, and they really lifted us through this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, kind of feeding off that question, was there a moment or bucket where you really felt like, okay, now we're really in this game, we're right there?
I'll be honest, it sounds far out there, but once we got it to 10, I felt really good about the momentum we had and how lively Hilton was getting. And that's kind of when I looked up and it was like, all right, we got this. We have plenty of time. We have the momentum. We're doing the right things, and we're in the right spots, and shots were starting to fall. So once we got it down to 10, I thought that's when we really started rolling.
I feel like we keep hearing that this team is really young and can be really good in a couple of years. You're 4-0 in conference. How do you show that this team can be really good now?
Yeah, I think just keep doing what we're doing. Just keep putting our heads down, go to work, and win. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you roll the ball out there. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. It's the same game. You're playing 40 minutes. You're just playing basketball. And so at that point, age isn't a factor. And I think our freshmen have stepped up huge, and they were down 19 in the middle third quarter, and the freshmen never wavered. They acted like 50-year seniors out there. And so that's a huge credit to them and their composure and what they've done to prepare for this moment.
Great, thank you.
Sweet. Thanks guys.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Nothing for mom this time.